So this is iDÉAME 2013. We are closing right now, but it's not the first time, it's not the first event, not the first edition. It's actually the 5th one in a row. Here we are with Pepe Arcas, main mastermind after this event or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, I was the one behind the first iDÉAME. We were talking to University Complutense of Madrid, that is the second largest university of Europe. And now there are more than 20 people behind the event, planning everything. We have invited more than 30 developers this year. So it's going bigger year by year, and it's a pleasure for us having all of you here.
Can you give us a little background of the event during those years? Because there's not only main editions, there's also like satellite editions, and maybe some anecdotes you can share with us.
Yes, iDÉAME, it's an event not for consumers, neither for industry, it's for people outside the industry, for students and non-professional developers who want to be part of this industry. So this is why during 2 days there are a lot of developers worldwide to learn from how to make video games. We also make what we call iDÉAME Maestro, Master iDÉAME, where we invite big names, big industry names like Warren Spector or Yoshinori Ono to make master class to these students. But again, our objective is always keeping in mind that it's an event for students and non-professional developers.
And what about those anecdotes? Because there are a lot of really genius that have been sharing these experiences with you and with other young developers.
Probably the good thing about iDÉAME, or the thing that developers like most, is that there's a group that live together for 2 days. Or we are like a little family, and they spend all the time together having breakfast, lunch, dinner. So in this little family, there's always some funny things, like they learn how to serve a beer in Spain, or they always love croquettes and can be eating croquettes for 2 days. And also, the funny thing is that when they play games from other developers, and you can really see how they connect and how they make these meetings, but at a very comfortable level. This is not a GDC, it did not pretend to be so. So we are like a family for 2 days, and you can imagine how many jokes they can do for 2 days in this kind of event.
So for us, it's also 5 years in a row, but maybe other European readers don't know about this. It started in Spain. What do you think it means for Nintendo as a whole, and also if you think that this initiative we could also find it, for example, in Germany or in the UK, also hosted by Nintendo and university?
Probably in Spain, the development industry is smaller than in other countries like UK or Germany. So this is why we want to encourage the students to believe in them, believe in their ideas, and become a professional developer. But for Nintendo, as a global perspective, we depend on creativity. I mean, I can work at Spain because we have a huge team of people having great ideas in Japan. So we really want to let them know that Nintendo is very similar to them, because we need creativity and unique ideas to be part of this industry. We don't make TVs, we don't make computers, we don't make mobiles, so we depend on ideas, and this is what it's very similar to students coming here. They depend on their ideas to become professional developers, so this is why we want to support it. And from a global topic, we really want any single person with a good idea to become it for real and become a great video game.
What about the possibility that other Nintendos try to do something like this, or maybe the same brand in other countries?
In other countries, Nintendo's in contact with professional developers, but probably not at this level regarding the students or not professional. But there are some people from our team, like Tim Simons or Dan Adelman and Nintendo America, that their main objective at the Nintendo company is to get in contact with these small developers. So there are the indie contact person in Europe and America, and young developers, indie developers really love them and love to talk to them.
This year we can highlight like two big things, I think. One of these is, you already mentioned, the presence of Dan Adelman from Nintendo of America, and the other one, the announcement you did the first day about iDÉAME U. So talking about Dan, what's his role in Nintendo of America? It's like a talent hunter for indie developers, so something like that?
What Dan tries to do in American at Nintendo America is making developers know how easier it's becoming to develop for Wii U. Of course, we don't have as many developers or many video games at other platforms like mobile or so, but we have the quality games. So he's been talking about with tools like Unity or HTML5 or JavaScript.
What he showed at the GDC, right?
Exactly. So what we're telling is that now it's easier than ever to develop in a Nintendo console, and they're taking the most of it. So Dan Adelman is here to let people know that if you have a good idea and it's easier than ever to develop for a Nintendo console, in this case for a Wii U.
And then he sort of invites them to join the eShop, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we need to keep a standard regarding quality, but we want them to be in our platform. We don't want them to be like an exclusive. We don't want developers to think, yes, we have to do it only for Wii U, but taking the most of our platforms, taking the most of dual screens or all kind of accelerometers, gyroscopes, and so on. How you can do something very unique in a Nintendo console. So we want them to be here, not exclusively, but taking the most of our platforms.
So the other big thing could be the iDÉAME EU announcement. It's a cool initiative for young developers to join Nintendo and Universidad Complutense de Madrid to bring their the first project to the eShop, right?
Yeah, the thing is that from the very first time that we planned iDÉAME, we want a student to make their dream come true. And this year, this 5th edition, thanks to Nicalis and Tyron Rodriguez, one project presented at iDÉAME as a non-professional development will become in a year Wii U launch official title. So in this year, they will be working on a game based on Unity that will become a game launched worldwide thanks to Nicalis in Wii U. So we believe that having some student from the university making his dream true will help others to see, okay, it's easier than I expected to become a professional developer, and it will encourage all of them to start working for Wii U.
Nice. Getting back to the names, this is mainly about indie developers and young developers, but you also mentioned the big names. Anything you want to share about, I don't know, Warren Spector presence or Yoshinori Ono, or even Miyamoto did a mention of iDÉAME, I don't know, Yoshiro Kimura, Shu Takumi, I can't remember now. Anything you want to share about them?
It's fun. It's really unique when you bring someone that has been part of this industry for 20 years, bring someone from Japan, for example, where the industry, not only development but culture is increasing, and it's huge year by year. And they came here and get in contact with the students, and they can see themselves 20 years ago. So they feel like being part of university again, and how they talk to these developers, when they go to bathroom in a break, people stop them and want to show their game or whatever, and they keep smiling and having interest and talking to them, and they really feel comfortable with all the students. So I think that now they are big names, but they were in the same place that people is at iDÉAME 20 years ago. So this is why they love this kind of event, and the feedback from them is really, really good. And it's an honor for us having that kind of names.
Cool. This is getting bigger and bigger. 5th edition, you said. 30 developers this year. Where to go next? What can we expect for iDÉAME 2014? Obviously here in Spain, at least.
Wow, we really expect every year to go one step further, but at this moment we are thinking about so many things. But probably having this iDÉAME U, having the first project from a student becoming a Wii U game, will be a huge topic next year. So we will find other ways to have all games being shown, all the students being able to show their games on our consoles, and also keeping interest not only in Spain but at the European level or whatever. Also, the eShop promotion we consider relevant for having at European level all these games available at a discount. So we really want to keep working in this way. So I can't confirm anything because at this moment we all want to finish this edition, but we will do some unique things again. Hope so.
Okay, so good luck with the project, getting bigger and bigger, and more developers involved in the future. So thank you very much, Pepe.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much.